long COVID doesn't just change your health, it can completely alter the way you live your life. For many, it means shifting priorities, stepping back from work, and redefining what's possible. So before the break, you were just starting your list of long COVID symptoms. So let's continue.
Okay, so along with the activity intolerance, I also have post-exertional malaise. So
You
if
better
I
explain that for us.
so if I do an activity, or
Mhm.
even if it's a mental activity, if I read, I become physically exhausted to the point where I might have to say, if I go for a walk, I
Mhm.
might end up the next 3 days in bed.
Wow.
Yes,
Like
and
that's insane.
it is. And so it goes against everything that I ever learned about health,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
using energy creates energy. And in this case, using energy
Just
floors
zaps
us.
it.
Yes, it's terrible. The hoarse voice turned
Mhm.
into nerve damage to one of my vocal cords.
Like that's really possible.
Yep. I had chest pain constantly for about a year with heart palpitations. I still have chest pain and heart palpitations, muscle spasms, really irritable sometimes. I get overstimulated with too much noise. I'm sound sensitive, I'm light sensitive, and I have the gift of irritable bowel syndrome now.
Oh,
Thank you, COVID.
joy o' bliss.
I lost about 50% of my hair. I have about 70% of my hair back. And I lost sense of taste and smell for a while. It has come back, but it's different.
Oh my.
I also have developed something called chronic spontaneous urticaria with
Okay.
angioedema, which means randomly my face breaks out into hives and my eyes swell and they
Wow.
can close. So I could look like a pretty picture some
Oh.
days. So along with the constant pain, facial swelling, I do have immune system issues. It takes me a really long time to get over colds. So far, this last cold, I'm on week 5 of trying
Incredible.
to recover from the office cold.
So
Mhm.
that is your list. Like we just
Yes.
spent this long time. This is all that happened after your initial
Hmm.
contraction of COVID.
Yes.
So let's take a moment. What was your life like? Your typical day of your life before? Like, what was your activity level like? Like, how did you spend your days?
Always a go-getter. I'd be up by 6:45 in the morning. I have 4 kids. I single parent, and so I'd make lunches, get everyone on their buses. I'd go to work. I'd work 8 hours, come home. I'd make dinner. I would then we'd usually we weren't big TV people, so we'd go for hikes, like at least 5 kilometers. We'd hike or bike or
Wow.
do something, play games, chat, whatever. And then I'd do my house chores and probably be in bed about 11 p.m.
So fast forward to now. What has changed? What's different?
Absolutely everything has changed. I've had to pace out my life,
Mhm.
eliminate everything that is not important or that can wait. So, and I have to sleep huge amounts. So
What's huge amounts?
I can sleep up to 16 hours a day.
16 hours.
Yes, at one stretch. I cannot function if I get less than 10 hours of sleep. I'd have to call into work and I have to lay down for the rest of the day.
Wow.
I still have poor memory, so I leave myself lots more notes, but I have such low energy that I have to plan absolutely everything out. I miss out on a lot of just fun things. If I'm at
Yeah,
sometimes even showering, I eliminate from my day
really.
just because I need to do something a little extra. And I literally have to pace everything out. And most of it, I rarely do any chores around the house. I am
So
up
your
to,
kids help with that
my
then?
kids are fabulous. And
Mm.
I train them well. Like I train them well and they've done such a nice job. They're very supportive. But
Wow.
I usually, if I have to go, I order groceries now.
Mm.
I work 5 hours 3 times a week, and when
Okay.
I work those 5 hours, I come home and sleep 2 hours, and then I'm on the couch the rest of the night recovering.
Wow.
And then I sleep 12 hours that night, so I can be somewhat functional for a couple hours the next day.
So much for a social life.
Yeah, My social life is virtually non-existent, and when I do have one, I sacrifice a lot to be able to go out and do something, and even then, sometimes I have to cancel.
We have time just for you to answer. What's the most challenging part of this change before we go to break?
Uh, Losing out on life and losing out on so many things and my dreams for my future. I'm now dependent upon people. I can't even drive very far.